Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister from Traction Dynamics here. I want to show you a couple of really neat accessories that I really like for the 2018 Plus Honda Goldwing from Electrical Connection. Electrical Connection is an American company that specializes in all kinds of gizmos for your motorcycle to help you do wiring and accessory installation, or also they do lighting and a whole bunch of other products. You can check out their website. Lewis is the owner. He's a famous guy if you're in the Goldwing world. The two accessories I want to show you are really simple plug-and-play options to accent the stock Honda rear LED brake light that goes on the new Goldwing. So you have the Honda Chrome trunk rack. Honda sells an accessory LED tail light to go with. I'm sorry, we have to call it a brake light because it is a brake light from Honda. So it does nothing except light up when you pull the brakes. So it's not on ordinarily. So if you'd like to turn that into a running light also, Electrical Connection has a slick little kit that's called the Trunk Spoiler Run Brake Harness. It's $30, very simple. Plugs in line between the Honda trunk sub harness, which you'll have to buy to install any of the trunk accessories like the interior LED light or the trunk tail light. That harness snakes up the right side of the motorcycle here and is hidden in between the trunk lid. So anyway, that connector normally connects into a boot down here by the right passenger grab rail. So just in line with a simple T connector, this is that kit. So that's the Honda harness, and then and that's the Honda trunk sub harness. This is the Honda primary harness. All you have to do is snap. It's obvious which way it goes. It has one accessory wire. I've just got it, we haven't got this neatly installed. I'm just left it loose so I could show you. You run that down and attach it to the positive accessory terminal on your Goldwing, which is the top terminal. By the way, those screws, when you go to undo them, have about 78 foot-pounds of torque on it. You may need a breaker bar. Not sure why they're like that. And then on it is a neat little rheostat, a little tiny rheostat. If you take a fine screwdriver, a little tiny like Zero Phillips or a little watch eyeglass Phillips, you turn that dial, and what it does is it adjusts the intensity of the LED taillight on the back of the motorcycle, so you can line it up so that it looks correct with the taillights on the bike, so the intensity looks right. Don't make the mistake and just turn it up to turn it up so that it's louder and brighter. That's not the intent, right? As a running light, you don't want to be at night. You don't want to be blinding motorists behind you because that would make you an idiot. And lots of people on Goldwings are idiots with lights, and we don't want to do that. So make it match the look of the bike, and be careful when you're tuning it not to kind of stand behind it and look. You really want to step way back because of the LEDs, so you can get a picture of what they're going to look like. It won't look right if you're not back from the bike. So that's that little accessory. And then the next one is called a Superflash module, another simple plug-and-play module. It also plugs in. You can use one or the other of these, use them together, or you buy one or buy the other, depending on what you want to do. If you want your tail light to modulate when you pull the brakes, they have this little thing called the Superflash. Here's this module. This is $49.95, and again, it just simply plugs into the stock Honda wiring harness. If you weren't going to use the run brake spoiler adapter, the Honda trunk sub harness, again, it's just a T. It goes in, plug, simple as that. That one actually is totally plug and play and requires no secondary power. And on it, there's two little rheostats again. They are very sensitive. One is for the duration, which will give you maximum duration. It'll go anywhere from a couple of seconds to about 6 seconds or 7 seconds, something like that. The other one is the speed of the flash. And we found it kind of, just using our own seat of the pants judgment, that kind of a medium pulse to it was nice. You know, just a flickering doesn't make much sense, and it just seems it's more of a nuisance. Slow wasn't so good either, but just a nice, like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me seemed to be really good, and got our attention. 2 or 3 of us all looked behind and we all agreed. So kind of a medium setting on that. Again, they're a little tiny rheostat. Now what I did to install that, just to make it nice, I did put a piece of crinkle wrap around electrical connections harness, and so because it's going to lay over this bracketry here. And then there's a nice little wall here on the fender. If you want to come close and look, there's a nice little wall on the fender back here. And I put a piece of Velcro down on the fender and one on the back side of the electrical connections box. And it's very nicely secured in place. There's crinkle wrap there to protect it. And so if I want to adjust the rheostat, once you set it, I think you can pretty much forget it forever. And that's that. This wire we're going to run down underneath where you can't see here. It'll run across this harness here, be zip tied in place along with that harness, and go down to that accessory terminal there. So that's how that's going to work. So 2 really neat accessories that take this Honda light, which is very vanilla in function and application, and give it a lot of extra functionality and add some style and character to the bike. So, and again, easy to install and a great price, so which is hard to find on accessories for Honda Gold Wings these days. So you could do both those accessories for 80 bucks, and literally you just have to take your saddle off to install them if you've already got the trunk light. So anyway, those are 2 accessories. My name's Max. If you like these videos, give it the thumbs up. Please share with your friends. There's a share button down there somewhere. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll be back with more cool content soon.